advantage of that and walked all over. I was in a car accident. All right? I couldn't remember who I was. Mary told me that I was her husband, that I was you. So it's all her fault? I'd sure blame the person who ain't here to defend herself. She killed 2 people. You didn't shoot her in self-defense, did you? You just wanted her gone so you could plan your wedding and start your bright, shiny new life with Emily.
All right, stop it, both of you. All right, we're not gonna go on like this.
Emily, it's gonna keep going on until he's out of here.
You're wrong, Nicholas. I know how to end this right now. I want you to leave.
You... For him? Why should I?
To keep the peace, Nicholas. Nicholas, there's no point in engaging. It's not gonna solve anything. Connor is angry and confused, all right? It'll be better if I talk to him. Look, I don't like it either, but we have to keep Connor from turning you in until he gets strong enough to go to Canada.
Careful. Why'd you come back? Shouldn't you be out there soothing your little boyfriend's hurt feelings?
All right, look, Connor, you need to understand what happened between Nicholas and Mary. I asked Nicholas to leave so that I could tell you the truth.
And what? I'm just supposed to take your word for it?
Not mine, Mary's. And this is Mary's diary. Everything you need to know is in here.
I'm worried about Carly. Once her marriage to Sonny is over, she's gonna be in for a rough time.
Oh, don't be so sure it's over, John. I mean, they are an explosive couple, but they've always found their way back to each other.
I think it's different this time.
It sounds to me like you're hoping they get divorced.
Well, I know she'd be better off without him. I know it, and I suspect you know it.
Carly loves Sonny passionately. So would she be better off without that love in her heart? I don't know.
Well, any relationship, it's always difficult. I've had to do it myself a couple of times, and let's just say I've made my mistakes.
You're referring to your ex-wife?
Among others. I've never been one to be in touch with my feelings. Some people say I don't even have any, but with Carly, I don't know, it's changing. Suddenly I have this feeling, this need to protect her.
Carly's a grown woman. She makes her own choices.
But don't you ever worry about her?
Only all the time.
Do you ever wish you'd married somebody else? Somebody who wouldn't put your grandchildren in danger?
I have had a lot of sleepless nights with exactly those thoughts.
Only there was never anything you could do about it, right? Nobody who had the same stake in Carly's happiness as you. Until now.
Get out of here! Hey, Michael. That's enough. Would you please leave? You're upsetting my son.
Carly, I realize this is a stressful time. Last thing I want is to make things worse, so I'll come back.
I hate it here. Hey, Michael, I know you're upset. I understand.
No, you don't. You only think about yourself.
Michael, that is not true. Come here. I wake up every morning worried about what is best for you and Morgan.
Well, I'm not gonna stay here and you can't make
Hey, sit. Sit down. Let us get a few things straight right now. It is okay for you to be angry. It is not okay for you to take it. I hate you. Be quiet. You wait until I am finished. I am your mother. And I will decide where we live, not you. And if you have a problem with it, we can discuss it, but you will not treat me like this. You wouldn't do it to your father, and I expect for you to give me the same respect.
Dad's not the one who lied.
No, you're lying. I want to see my baby.
Sam, she was stillborn.
I want to see her, Jason. I want to see a nurse. I just want to hold her, please.
I know this is hard.
Please, I just want to see my baby.
The doctors did everything they could. You had a condition.
No,
Something went wrong with
I'm
you.
gonna find her.
Sam,
I'm gonna
you're
find
supposed
her.
to stay in bed. Sam,
Jason, please, you're lying for Sonny, aren't you? He
Sam,
told you to lie
Sam,
so he could
please,
take
please
the baby.
don't.
Jason, please. Please. Don't let Sonny steal my baby, please.
This is exactly what I was trying to avoid.
I was just talking to her.
You're saying things that could scare her. You're saying things to her that she couldn't possibly understand because you're putting her in the middle of an adult
Well, you shouldn't have
situation.
taken out that restraining order against me.
I didn't.
You know what? That was my idea. Christina needed protection. I wasn't sure. I had no guarantee that you were going to act in good
I
faith.
don't have to guarantee you anything. I've been kept from my daughter long enough.
I know how much you care about your children. I've seen the sacrifice that you just made for them. No one is questioning your capacity to love them. But no matter how much you want to, no matter how much you try, you cannot keep them safe. She's an innocent little girl. And I believe that you love her. But the best gift that you could possibly give her would be to stay away.
Please let go!
Stop.
Let go! I want to find my baby!
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
No, it was
Stop.
all a lie, wasn't it? You never wanted to help me raise my daughter. You've been waiting for her to be born so you can care
Sam,
of
I'm not lying. She died before she was born.
My baby is not dead. Do you hear
Sir,
me?
you're
She
gonna
is
have to wait
alive.
outside.
Okay, let me
She is
help you.
alive.
You're gonna
She's
sedate her.
okay. I'm gonna find her. Get off of me.
Sam.
No. I want my baby.
Please go.
Please, I'm begging you. If you were ever my friend, please. Oh, God, please. Just let me see my baby. My baby.
I heard from the MPs. They've been tracking Connor. Trying to figure out where he's gone.
What'd they find out?
Well, no car's been reported stolen since the day he disappeared. No signs of him crossing the border into Canada.
Yeah, well, Connor's a Marine. I'm sure he's good at avoiding detection.
MPs, they believe he's still here in Port Charles. I happen to agree with them.
I don't know. Emily said that.
Hey, tell me the truth. Was Emily Connor's hostage? Or did she help him escape from the hospital because she knew he was about to be arrested?
Question's already been answered. There's no reason to go over it again.
Okay. Then tell me something else. Connor Bishop hates you for shooting his wife, Mary. If he had a say in it, he'd probably put you away for life. So why are you protecting him?
Look, I know you weren't exactly praying for me to come back, but I'm concerned for you.
We'll save it for someone who needs it. I'm fine.
I just thought we could appreciate the irony together. I spent all that time trying to pry you away from Sonny. It didn't work. And here you are, finally free. And I had nothing to do with it.
Don't read too much into it, Lorenzo. I'm not going back to you.
Oh, why? Because it'll upset Sonny? Carly, how long are you gonna let him control your life? You gonna let him pick your friends for you even after you're divorced?
Lorenzo, I make my own decisions, and I am making one right now. Leave.
Christina's my daughter. I'm not going to just walk away from her, Alexis.
I have to protect her. Your life is too dangerous.
Court's going to say different.
It would be the worst thing that you could ever do. Son.
Why is that, Rick?
Because I will use every resource, everything that I know about you to prove that you are a threat to Christina's physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
Do whatever you want, but I'll still have my daughter, one way or another.
I'm not reading Mary's diary. I can't.
Connor, I know that it'll be difficult, but you need to understand what Mary did and why. Go. Do you want me to read it to you? March 24th. I heard someone outside. I looked out and I saw a man collapsed. And when I saw his face, my heart stopped. It was Connor. Of course it can't be Connor. I know he's dead. But this stranger looked so much like him that for a moment I let myself believe that he was my husband. The man had been in a car accident. He didn't remember who he was. And when he asked me who I was, the words came out before I could stop them.
I'm Mary, and you're my husband, Connor Bishop.
I closed my eyes to the idea that there were people looking for this man. But that ended when I answered the door.
Yes.
I need your help. I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm looking for this man.
I saw how much Emily loved this man and the pain that I was causing her. I can't stand the thought of losing Connor again. As soon as he smiles at me or calls my name, my heart fills with joy, and I believe he was sent to me, a gift from my dead husband, so I wouldn't die of a broken heart. It's like Nicholas said, if Mary had told him the truth from the beginning, none of this would have happened.
I don't care what Nicholas says. Or you. Mary's not the one to blame.
Nicholas, when he is in custody, he's gonna tell anybody that'll listen that he saw you throw Elaine off the cliff.
You're the one who said that no one would believe him, that all I'd have to do is deny it.
But that was before you helped him escape. You know what? It's gonna look like you're hiding something. Now your cover's been blown.
I figured you'd be warning him.
Warning him about what?
I have more questions about Connor Bishop's disappearance.
Hey. What's wrong?
I'm not moving into that new house with Mom. Me and Morgan are staying here with you.
What new house?
The one her father bought her without even asking her.
Her father bought your mom a new house?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm looking for my baby. The name is either McCall or Corinthos. I'm not sure how they wrote it down, but can you please help?
She's not in there.
Then where is she? Jason.
She's at the funeral home.
That is the cruelest. It is the cruelest thing a person could say to a mother. Do you know that?
I'm sorry, but it's true.
No. No, you're lying. You're lying to me. No! Liar! You're a liar! Let me go! No. No, my baby.
Oh, by the way, the PCPD hasn't received one single auto theft report around the time of Connor's escape.
Maybe the owner's out of town, hasn't realized his or her car is missing.
There are holes in Emily's story. I see them, and so do the military police. Either she's leaving something out, or Emily is lying. So I'm asking the two of you, why would she do that?
You know, maybe reading Mary's diary was a mistake. I'm gonna leave it on this table. If you want to read it later, you can.
Wait. You're right, I should hear it.
July 5th. I've told so many lies, I can't keep track anymore. But Emily knows the truth, and there's no going back. No undoing what's been done. All I can do now is make sure that Emily doesn't take Connor away from me.
Keep reading.
I didn't mean to tell Nicholas. I thought he already knew. I said the wrong thing, and then it was too late. I was ashamed. I was terrified by all the hurt I had caused. He looked at me with contempt, and that made it hurt even more.
You are sick and you need help.
Please, I didn't.
Is there more?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Sonny's not gonna back off.
It's gonna get ugly.
I need you to be fair and reasonable, and you only act in her best interest. You don't fight unless you have no other choice. Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
Because I can't do it. I can't think like an attorney right now. I'm too scared.
I'm not going anywhere, Alexis.
I need you to fight for me, and I need you to do it with grace. I need you to help keep Christina safe.
You talking about the house on Kendall with the big backyard where you and your mom used to live?
Right.
Right.
But I'm not moving in with Mom. We're still mad at Mom, aren't we?
Why do you think I'm mad?
Because she lied about Christina.
Well, yeah, she did not tell the truth. That's not a good thing. But your mom didn't lie to hurt me. She had reasons that made sense to her.
Then, should you forgive her?
Your mom and I got a lot of things to work out, you know. And you need to know, and you need to remember that just because people are angry at each other doesn't mean that they don't love each other.
So I still have to listen to her?
Yeah, because whether your mom and I are mad at each other, whether we live in the same house or, you know, on opposite sides of the world, we're still your parents. And we love you with all our heart. And that's not going to change.
I promise you that. We can check every ID bracelet of every baby in there, but she's not going to be there.
My baby. She really is.
Sammy had something called rupture of placenta. You were bleeding inside, and your baby couldn't get oxygen, so they did an emergency C-section. But it was too late. She was already gone.
No, my baby. Oh, my little girl.
Everything, happened so fast. They rushed you to the OR, but they couldn't get her out in time.
Were you with me?
I was waiting right outside for you. And then they pulled the curtain. And that's when I knew.
I have to hear everything.
I went inside the room to see you. You were still under anesthesia. And the doctor said that I could see the baby. So I picked her up and I held her in my arms. She was so still. But she looked so peaceful. Like she was sleeping.
Maybe she knew you were holding her. Maybe her spirit was still in the room.
Why would Emily pretend to be kidnapped?
To give Connor Bishop a chance to escape.
Now that makes no sense. What would motivate Emily to help a man that she'd never seen before and tried to kill her?
Look, let's go back through some of the circumstances surrounding the
We've
incident.
already told you everything that we know.
Humor me. When did you realize Bishop was alive?
I went looking for Emily. Okay? I came home and I went up to my bathroom and found signs of struggle.
You were understandably afraid that Emily was hurt
Yes,
or worse.
Yes.
Why suspect supposedly dead Connor Bishop?
Because the launch pilot said that he had seen me at a time that I know I couldn't have been there. And it just clicked, I guess. And at the time, I wasn't inclined to believe anything Mary had said, but the night Emily disappeared, it just fell into place, I guess. And I knew it had to be Connor, and where else would he go other than Mary's house?
That was the first time you'd ever seen him?
Yes.
Yeah, but possibly not the first time he'd seen you.
Mike, what are you thinking here?
Mary's death was a big story. Nicholas and Emily's involvement was part of the reason it had legs. Assuming Bishop saw the media coverage, wouldn't have been hard for him to figure out how to find him. He could have been watching you for days, even weeks.
It's possible. Anything is.
Bishop also knew about the launch. I mean, he could have taken it out to Windermere Any number of times. Get a feel for the place, your routine. For all we know, Connor Bishop was on Spoon Island the night Helena went over the cliff.
Connor.
We were just talking things over.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Hi, honey.
Hello.
He's just having a hard time with your new house.
Well, it's going to be an adjustment for everyone.
Okay, buddy. I gotta go to the hospital.
Are you gonna see Christina?
Yeah.
Tell her I said hi and that I hope she keeps getting better.
That means a lot coming from a big brother like you. I love you very much, okay? Don't forget that, all right?
I love you too, Dad.
All right.
I haven't handled any of this well at all. When I think about what I said to Sam, it was horrible.
You had no choice, all right? Christina was running out of time.
So I attacked her and she almost died.
No, that's not true. Remember, Sam suffered from a ruptured placenta. That's what the doctor said. It
I'm
was
sure.
not your fault.
I'm sure she'll see it differently.
Alexis, you know what? You don't need to start doubting yourself at this point. You are in for a fight. You need to stay focused.
I don't think that I have the strength to do that.
I know, you do. I know. Nobody's expecting you to be anything less than completely exhausted, all right? But you're forgetting one thing. I'm on your side. I fought Sonny for all the wrong reasons before, and I lost. This time I'm fighting for the right reasons for you and for Christina. You're not going to lose her, Alexis. I will not let that happen.
I believe there's a good chance Connor Bishop is still in Port Charles, and I agree.
Like I said, anything is possible.
But you don't believe it.
Connor Bishop wanted to get away badly enough to try and escape, kidnap Emily. Why stick around?
He blames you for his wife's death, Nicholas. You see holes, unanswered questions. Look, if you and Emily remember any answers, you'd be wise to bring them to me. Because if you don't, and it comes out later that you knew more than you were saying, it won't look good for you. That goes double for you, Officer Spencer.
I want to be real clear about something. I'd risk anything. My job, my life for you, Emily. Connor Bishop is on his own.
I'm not asking you to put yourself on the line, Lucky.
Not yet, but you will. He's a wild card, okay? All right? He doesn't have anything to lose. And he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who's grateful, all right? He hates you, Nicholas. You can't trust him. If you're protecting him, and I'm pretty sure you are, you better give him up. Or be prepared to be arrested, tried and convicted for Helena's murder.
Being alone was Mary's biggest fear. And that's exactly what happened. She's alone. In the ground. Her whole life thrown away for nothing.
You blame Nicholas for Mary's death. You want revenge. But is that really the way to honor your wife's memory? Connor, not the woman that Mary became by the end of her diary, but the one that you fell in love with. The sweet, gentle, unassuming girl that you chose when you were still children. Connor, think about that, Mary.
I am thinking about her. And I understand it now. It's my fault.
Hey, I got here. I'm sorry, I got here as soon as I could. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I didn't mean to worry you. I just don't think that I can accept the house that you bought for me.
Well, you're not thinking about staying here, are you?
Well, Sonny and I haven't had anything settled yet.
Hey, Carly, Sonny is the one who's ending this marriage. Would you at least walk away with some dignity?
Hey, hold on a second. You don't know anything about me and Sonny or what we've shared or how our relationship
enough.
is. And
I know enough, and you are not going back to Sonny. I forbid it. Oh, sorry. You're not going in there.
Rick, come on, get out of my way.
Look, I'm not one of your mob flunkies you can order around, okay? You're in violation of the restraining order.
I told you to move.
No, Sonny, I'm telling you. Sonny, don't go in there. If you go in that room again, you will be arrested. And that arrest will lead to another arrest and another. And it will be the beginning of the end for you.
You said my daughter was at a funeral. Will you call them for me? Just make sure she's been treated with respect. I want them to know that she was loved.
You gonna be okay by yourself?
Sam. Please forgive me for intruding on your grief. What do you want? I want to thank you. I know that seems inadequate. There aren't words. Because of your generosity, my little girl's gonna live. I don't know what you're talking about. The transplant worked. The transplant? What are you talking about? The stem cells? Oh my God. So you're telling me that my baby had to die so yours could live?
On the next General Hospital.
You are not the reason Mary is dead.
Did you just say you forbid me?
You killed my little girl.
Her baby's gone. Haven't you done enough?
You try to keep me away from my daughter, I will see you dead.